The World Cup group stage has finally ended, and we are now in the knockouts. So, we have the games of Germany, Paraguay, France, Sweden, South Africa, Canada, Netherlands, Morocco, Portugal, Croatia. That's a really good one. Spain, Austria, US against Bosnia, Belgium against Senegal on the left side of the bracket. This is the really tough side of the bracket. We have Germany, France, Netherlands, Morocco, Portugal, Croatia, Spain. This is very, very tough. Even US, who have been incredible in the group stages, they could put up a real good fight. On the left, we have Brazil, Japan, Mexico, England, and Argentina, and also Colombia, who topped their group. So, yeah, I simply believe the left side is the tougher one. I mean, it's not just me simply believing, but it clearly is the tougher one. Even in the rankings, like there are way more top ranked teams here than this side. It is what it is. The luck of the draw is this, the results of the teams, everything that has happened. It's over now. So I'm first, before we start the prediction, I'm gonna go one by one. So Germany group stage, absolutely phenomenal. First game, incredible. They won like 7-1 or 6-1. I don't remember the exact score. It was against Curacao. I don't know how to say the name. I'm really sorry. Uh, Second game, they won with a comeback where Dennis Undav scored 2 goals. Third game, they lost, but that is completely fine because they had already qualified as the first place team. Very good group stage by Germany. Paraguay. Now, Paraguay had a very interesting World Cup result because personally I thought they would be last. I had US first. Well, technically, before the World Cup started, I had Turkey first, US second, and Australia third, but I had all three of them going through. However, Turkey failed. I don't want to get into that. If you've seen my previous videos, I've said enough about that stupid team. But yeah, Paraguay have made it. France, I don't have anything to say about France. They did exactly what we expected them to do. Sweden, I would say, I mean, first of all, I don't think they should even be at the World Cup. That's completely a different issue. Uh, they have an okay group stage. I mean, they beat who they had to beat the moment they played against good teams. They played against Netherlands, they got destroyed. They played against Japan, who are a very good team. They couldn't really do much. I mean, it ended as a draw. South Africa, on the other hand, I predicted them to go. Well, I didn't predict them to go through. I said between South Korea, South Africa, and Czechia, all three of them can go through. So, yeah, I obviously had, who was it? Mexico. Yeah, I had Mexico finishing first, winning all three of their games. That was my prediction. And I said the rest of them, it's a bit tough to predict. I would have thought that South Korea would have finished second, and the third place battle would be between Czechia and South Africa. I thought Czechia had good quality. I mean, players wise, because they didn't play with good quality. They they looked like a championship team at best. At best. Canada, amazing. They had a really good group stage. Obviously, losing to Switzerland as predicted. I think everyone predicted that, apart from Canadians probably. But yeah, I had them finishing second in their group. They finished second in their group. I had Netherlands top in their group. Amazing by Netherlands. And I had Morocco finishing second. And they did finish second on same points as Brazil, but worse goal differential. I think Morocco are potentially one of the dark horses of the World Cup, but it is such a shame that they have to face Netherlands because I think Netherlands have been amazing. realistically, if we were to class dark horses, I would say Netherlands, Morocco, Croatia, and where's the other team? Mexico and Colombia. So these would be the five dark horses. I would say Japan as well. So, three from each side. Yeah, that seems fair. Three from the 32 teams, three from the left, three from the right. So six potential dark horses would be Croatia, Morocco, Netherlands, Japan, Colombia, and Mexico. Next up, Portugal. Disappointing group results, if I'm completely honest with you. Drawing against Congo, who qualified, by the way, so congratulations to them. That was a really bad result. Portugal's midfield just, when you think about it, they have individually probably the top five best midfielders in world football currently, because they have Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes. Nope. When they play for their country, awful. Watching Bruno play for Portugal is just, oh my god, it's so bad. I can't. I can't. But yeah, disappointing result. They drew against Colombia. It was a really good game, by the way. Colombia had so many chances. James Rodriguez created 5 chances. James Rodriguez, a really good player. Nothing against him. One of the absolute best in his prime. Portugal's entire midfield had 2 or 3 chances created at maximum. Entire midfield. But yeah, it is what it is. Croatia had a good World Cup. They finished second place, 2 wins, losing to England. Such a shame that we have to see a big matchup already. But it is what it is. Either way, it would have been either Croatia versus Portugal or Croatia versus Colombia, and I think both are really good matchups. So yeah, there was no escaping this, unfortunately. Spain against Austria. Spain, disappointing, I would say. I don't think they will make it far based on their group stage results. They drew 0-0 against Cape Verde, who made it as the second place team. Very happy for them. Then, what was their second game again? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Saudi Arabia. They won 4-0. They looked really good in that game. Against Uruguay, they won 1-0, but that was because of the goalkeeper mistake. It's. I don't know. I'm not confident in Spain. Before the World Cup started, I would have said that they are the favorites. I would have put them as first, France second, and Argentina third. But now, I don't know if I have Spain in my top five, let alone top three, based on how they played in the group stages. They were really poor. Apart from that Saudi game, it was just, I don't know. Austria had a uh, good group stage. Probably felt hard done by in that Argentina game. Yeah, I mean, in the last game they drew against Algeria. That was the last game of the World Cup. They drew 3-3. Well, one of the 2 last games of the World Cup, alongside Argentina and Jordan. But yeah, good result for Austria. Realistically, when you look at this, you would be like, oh, this is such a bad draw for Austria because they got Spain, but I'm not convinced by Spain, so I wouldn't be surprised if they can get a result. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if Austria knock out Spain simply because of how Spain have played. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised. Next up, United States topping their group. Beautiful performance. Bosnia. I predicted Bosnia to go through. I had them as the third place team. They finished third and they went through. Very good for such a nation to go through. It will be a good game, you know. You would probably think US are the well, okay, US are the favorites, but you'd think that they would destroy Bosnia because of the quality that they have shown. But I think Bosnia are a really good compact team, so it will be. I still think US will win, but it will be way tougher than what people think. Then we have Belgium, Senegal. Wasn't impressed by either. I wasn't impressed by Belgium. 2 draws, a win. I didn't think Belgium make it far. I think they beat Senegal, and that's about it. Same with Senegal. I wasn't impressed by them. I mean, they were okay, but I think this is the furthest that they go, unfortunately. Next up, we have Brazil. They drew against Morocco, were incredible in their other 2 games. Vinicius is on absolute fire, and Neymar is back, so we could see something interesting for Brazil. But if Vinicius keeps his form, we could very well see Brazil in the final, especially with that side of the bracket. Now, Japan, very good. They had really good performances. Personally, I think they should have won against Sweden, but it ended as a draw. They finished second. It's a shame that they are facing off against Brazil, but it is what it is. Ivory Coast, they weren't they weren't good or bad, if I'm completely honest, but they have a really good chance because it is against Norway. So if they can somehow isolate Erling Braut Haaland, they have a chance. But I think Norway will go through. Mexico, Ecuador, amazing World Cup by Mexico. Not surprised at all. I think they were one of the original dark horses. We could, if the Simpsons guessed correctly, then the final will be Portugal against Mexico. And everyone thought that Portugal would be here. But that didn't happen. Portugal drew their last game, and they're on this side of the bracket, so the Simpsons prediction can still come true. Portugal, Mexico. That would be very funny, though. Very, very funny. Anyway, Ecuador, I didn't think they would make it through. Again, but they're facing Mexico, so I don't think they even have a chance. Very good of them to reach the knockouts. I think they should be proud of that result. I didn't think they would make it through in the first place, so yeah. England, as expected. Actually, I would say as expected, but in their game against Ghana, they were very disappointing. Harry Kane was a ghost. The ghost of London strikes again. Other than that, they had a good game against Croatia. And their third game. Who was their third game against? I don't remember the other team in England. Panama. Yes, Panama. Really good game. Jude Bellingham was just incredible throughout the tournament. In the first game against Croatia, really good. Second game against Ghana, he was good. I wouldn't say really good, but still, he didn't let the team down. Third game, unplayable. Jude Bellingham. Congo going through as the third place team, defeating Uzbekistan in the final. They 3-1 to progress to the knockouts. Really good result by Democratic Republic of Congo. Unfortunately, they are up against England. So I think this is the end of the road. Argentina topping the group. Controversial. Should have had a red card in the first game. If that had happened, I don't think we would be seeing Argentina here. I think we would be seeing Argentina here. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Cape Verde, absolutely beautiful. You know what? I wouldn't even be mad. Realistically, I really want to see Colombia and Argentina. But if Capo Verde just make it here, to me, that would be incredible. Like, imagine Capo Verde making the semifinals. Honestly, just them knocking out Argentina and making it here would be insane. But I really want to see Argentina against Colombia. But at the same time, like, I really want Capo Verde. I really, really want Capo Verde to go through and just beat Argentina, beat whoever wins this game, and beat probably Colombia or Switzerland. Yeah, I think it would be such a fun fairy tale, you know. But yeah, we'll see. If they beat Argentina, the world will go crazy, you know. because they drew against Spain and it was 0-0 for Xenia Masterclass. They drew against Uruguay 2-2 and they won against Saudi Arabia. Did they win or did they? No, I'm pretty sure they won. It didn't end as a draw. Yeah, I'm pretty or did they draw? I can't remember. I think it was a draw? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It was a 0-0 draw. Yeah, 0-0. They conceded 2 goals in the group stage. They have 2 clean sheets. You know what? The story might continue. Anyway, Australia, good World Cup. Group stage finished 3rd. I expected them to finish 2nd, if I'm completely honest with you. I expected Australia to finish 2nd in their group, but I'm pretty sure they finished 3rd. I think so. Unless I'm thinking about someone else, but I'm pretty sure Australia finished. Did they? Yeah, they had to have finished 3rd, or was it 2nd because they were in the what group was it again? Oh yeah, it was the USA group. Yeah, no, they finished 2nd and Paraguay finished 3rd. My bad. No, it was a good result by Australia. They defeated Turkey. Now I remember. They defeated Turkey in the first game because I was really annoyed at that one. Uh, but yeah, they could defeat Egypt. We could see Argentina against Australia again. That happened in the last World Cup and Argentina won 2-1. Yeah, that seems interesting. And then we have Switzerland topping their group. Expected, no big shack for them, but still very good results. I think they are the favorites against Algeria, who had a decent World Cup. They finished 3rd, drawing against Austria. They would have felt very hard on by Argentina in that first game. There should have been a red card there, a 100% guaranteed red card, which wasn't given by the ref or VAR. Unfortunately, they are facing Switzerland. Like, I feel like there's not such a big gap between these two as if they were to face, I don't know, Spain. I think they have a better chance against Switzerland than they would have had against Spain. But still, I think Switzerland will defeat them. Then we have Colombia. Amazing. Absolutely amazing group stage. They played as a team. It was genuinely a team game. It was beautiful to watch. Everyone played their part. I'm really glad that they made it through. At first I thought they would be the second place team, like when the groups got announced, but they got first place. Now they get the chance to put. I think they will make the quarters at the bare minimum. So yeah, Colombia. James Rodriguez, last World Cup. Then we have Ghana. They had a good game against England. A really good game against England. Could have won that game, but I I don't know. If Ghana were matched up against any other nation, like, I don't know, let's see, who was it? Croatia, so Portugal. I don't think they would have beaten Portugal. But if they were somehow got first place and went up against Congo, Ghana would have won this. They could have made it, I don't know, with better results, probably round of 16 or quarters, but quarters is a bit of a push, but I could see them with better results making the round of 16. Okay, now I've talked about everything. It is time for predictions. As you see, I have 2 tabs open. There's one reason. This is a simulation that's done by the AI. So I will not have any input here. My input will be here. So let's do the AI first. Let's see what AI thinks. Okay, so I can choose fatigue 10%. I think they would be more fatigued. Morale, I'm gonna put it at 0. They have pretty good morale because of what they got as the draw. The crowd support will probably be Germany, but I could be wrong. I don't know about the weather, but let's simulate the match. 6-0 for Germany is what AI thinks. Very nice. France, Sweden, fatigue 50%, morale 1, fatigue. Sweden had to play their A game every round, so I'll put it at 80%. Morale, well, they're playing against France, so I don't know about their morale, but I'll put it at here. Crowd support, it's gotta be France. Let's see. 2-0 for France, South Africa, and Canada. Fatigue is, I would say, high up for both of them. Morale, pretty good. They're probably both feeling good. Crowd support, definitely on Canada's side. They are one of the host nations. Let's see. What does AI think? 4-2. Okay. Netherlands, Morocco. Netherlands, fatigue 20%. Morale, pretty good. Morocco, fatigue is going to be higher. Morale, pretty good. Crowd support, I'm going to leave it at that. This is going to be a tough game. Let's see. Morocco knocking out Netherlands. That is what the game, well, what AI thinks. Okay. I would say that. I don't know if I would classify that as an upset. Technic, I don't know. Yes, because Netherlands were better in the groups, but Morocco drew against Brazil. I don't know. Let's see. Portugal, Croatia, fatigue, pretty high for Portugal. Same with Croatia, to be honest. Morale, I would say they're both not the happiest they drew each other, but still. And that's it for Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, I forgot the crowd support. Portugal will obviously have more crowd support. No. No, wait. I can just do this. This. I feel really bad now, but I genuinely forgot to do it. That's really annoying. I didn't mean to. Oh well. Spain, Austria, fatigue. Spain 75%, Austria 80, morale. Actually, I don't think they would feel that good about their World Cup performances. I think Austria will feel pretty good simply because of how Spain played. I think it will be like this, and 4-3 on penalties. Spain are through. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to penalties and Austria win, or it's something similar. US. Let's just do this. Actually, let's do this. Let's give Bosnia some. Fatigue 0. 20%. Morale, they're feeling pretty good. Fatigue, pretty high for Bosnia. Morale, they're happy to have made it through. Let's see. 86% chance. 3-0, of course. This is gonna be pretty high. Both 75%. Morale, I guess they would be happy they're facing Senegal. I'm gonna put Senegal around here. I don't know, I'll just do this. Not that big of a difference. 3-0, okay. Brazil, Japan. Brazil are pretty fatigued. Morale, pretty high up. Same with Japan. Morale, pretty high up. Ooh, I think, yeah, it's gonna be something like this. Let's see. 2-1. That's realistic. I think that's what will happen. Ivory Coast, fatigue, pretty high up. Morale, very high. Fatigue, not as high, they rotated for France. So 30%. Morale, pretty high up. Fans. I'm just gonna edge it just here, just a little bit. And let's see. 2-0. Yep. Mexico. So let's just do this. Fatigue, 35. Morale, they're feeling pretty good. Ecuador, 75. Morale, sure, they qualified. Why not? They are one of the host nations, so 4-1. I think that will happen. England, the support is going to be like this. Fatigue around here. Fatigue definitely around here. Morale, they would feel pretty good about this matchup. They were happy that they made it through. Let's see. Will Congo knock out England? Nope, not even close. Argentina. Fatigue, I would say 35%. Morale, pretty good. Fatigue, 80%. Morale, very good. Obviously, but to be honest, yeah, it is the crowd. Because I feel like a lot of people will be supporting Cape Verde, but the crowd itself is gonna be somewhere around here. Let's see. Argentina, Capo Verde, 4-3. Oh my god. What a game. Australia, Egypt. I think the support is around here. They are pretty fatigued. Morale, they will be feeling really good about this game. They're not more fatigued. Yeah, this seems about right. Actually, the Aussies are crazy, so I'm just gonna put that. And Egypt knock out Australia. Messi against Mohamed Salah. Okay. Switzerland, they had to play. Yeah, they had to play their big team against Canada. Morale pretty high. Fatigue is also high for them. Morale also really high. I think the crowd support will be more on Switzerland's side. Let's see. Algeria knockout Switzerland. No big shack, no party. Colombia, Ghana. Fatigue 75. Morale very high. Fatigue I would say 80. Morale probably around there. And Colombia. Let's see. 2-0. Of course. So, according to AI, this is what will happen in the round of 32. My bad. Do I want to do the whole World Cup? Yeah, why not? Germany, France, crowd support probably like this. It still says neutral, but a bit more towards the French. Fatigue, they will probably both be very tired. So 85. Morale, I'm gonna put 0-8 because they've been 0-9 because I don't think they want to face each other so early on. But let's see. 4-0. Okay, AI. AI has decided. Canada, so this, fatigue, this, very high for both teams. Let's see. 4-0. Okay. Portugal, Spain against Croatia, so pretty fatigued. Against Austria, they went to penalties, so I'm gonna put it at 95. Morale, it's the Iberian Derby. It has to be. Support. I think Portugal will have more support. Let's see. 2-0. US, so let's just do this. Fatigue. What were the results again? Wait. 3-0 both. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. This. Actually, they are a bit older, so I'm gonna put this. Morale, they're gonna be feeling pretty good about this, and yeah. Let's see. Belgium knock out the US. Brazil, Norway. What were the results again? 2-1 and 2-0. Well, okay, it's against Japan. That sounds about fair. Morale pretty high. Fatigue, I'm gonna put the same because we know Africans are very physical. And morale, well, they're facing Brazil, so they're gonna be thinking about what their 1998 result, where they beat Brazil 2-1. I think it was 1998, if I'm not mistaken. Ugh, the crowd support, I'm sorry. So Holland versus Vinicius. Oh my god, I'm loving this. You know what? The AI is fun. Fatigue, let me check again. 50%. 55. Morale, pretty high, pretty high. Crowd support, sorry, England. Sorry. And England knock out Mexico. No Simpsons prediction for this one. Let's go. Argentina against Egypt. They won 4-3, so the fatigue should be high. That was a tough result. And what did Egypt? 2-0 for Egypt. Okay. So this and morale pretty high up. I'm gonna say here for Egypt, morale pretty high up. They're making it to the next stage. I think they're gonna be pretty hyped. The support, yeah, around there. And 2-1. I'm gonna say they haven't looked very convincing through this simulation. Algeria against Colombia. The results: Colombia 2-0, Algeria 1-0. So fatigue this, and I'm gonna put this. Morale pretty high up. They've both advanced, and the crowd support is gonna be like that. Let's see. 1-0 Algeria and Riyad Mahrez knocking out Colombia. So, a repeat of the group stage. But this is crazy though. Germany, Morocco, Portugal, Belgium, England, Norway, and Argentina, Algeria. One South African teams, two African South American team, two African teams, and the rest are European. Okay, Germany. They played again. They won 4-0, so their fatigue is gonna be what? Both won 4-0. Okay, pretty high up. Pretty high up. Well, they would be a bit more tired. It's France. Crowd support, I'm just gonna edge it here because Moroccan fans are pretty wild. Let's see. Oh my god. Really? Interesting. Penalties. Germany go through on penalties. Portugal, Belgium. What were the results? 2-0, 3-2. So the fatigue is gonna be here and here. Morale pretty high. I think Portugal have more fans. Let's see. 1-0. Norway, England. Support is gonna be here. Let me check the results. So 2-0 and 3-2. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna do that. Morale pretty high. Morale pretty high. Crowd support, England. 1-0 for England. So far, this. Oh my god, this is looking like quite the tournament. 2-1 and 1-0. Very tough for both. So 70. I'll just give. Yeah, this sounds fair. Morale pretty high. Morale pretty high. And this 2-0. Probably the best performance by Argentina so far. So, Germany, Portugal, England, Argentina. Oh boy. Well, let's see. Let me check the results. 1-0. Definitely they are gonna be fatigued. Morale pretty high up. Fatigue around there. Morale pretty high up. I think Portugal have more fans. Actually, not that much. So, yeah, that sounds fair. And 3-0. Okay. England, Argentina. 2-0, 1-0. So I'm gonna do this and this. Morale pretty high. Fans, I'm gonna give it to Argentina. Oh my god. The English lose on penalties again. So they're gonna be here and they're gonna be here. Their morales, I mean, it's the third place, so I'm just gonna put it like this. Crowd support, I'd say it's pretty neutral, so let's see. Germany are the third place team. Portugal, Argentina. Portugal won 3-0. Not that fatigued. They will be very fatigued. So I'll say 75 for Portugal and 90 for Argentina because it went to penalties. Ooh, I'll put it here simply because I don't know actually. I think that yeah, here a bit more for Argentina. Or I don't know. Yeah, a bit more for Argentina. Will Lionel Messi win his second World Cup? Oh, morale pretty high up for both teams. Or will Portugal give give Cristiano his first World Cup, and the other way around, Cristiano giving Portugal the first World Cup. Argentina, obvious favorites, and they win the World Cup and they go back to back. So, according to the AI, Argentina are the winners. Golden Boot is won by Germany. Iron Wall, the best defense by Portugal, and the dark horses, Norway. Really? They didn't concede a single goal until the final. I just clocked that. Wow. A Golden Boot, I'm not surprised. 10, 12, 14 goals. Wow. This was really fun, you know? Really, really fun. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Very cool. I like the way the AI does things. I mean, there were some interesting results. This right here, uh, this was very. Hmm. This is realistic, but this. I don't know about that. Again, we had. The way Brazil have been playing, I don't know. It could happen, but I don't know. This. Interesting. Also, this. Yeah. Okay, now my predictions. I'm not gonna do the whole way to the final. I just wanted to see what AI will do. And you know what? I'll bookmark it. I'll save it because this was very fun. Same with this one. Okay, so let me go full screen. There we go. Germany, Paraguay. I think this will be 4-0. I don't think Paraguay go through. Unfortunate. I think this is, well, seeing as how much Sweden struggled against Netherlands, I'm gonna go 4-1. 1-3. I think Canada are the big favorites. I don't have to speak much about these two because Sweden weren't that good. France are miles ahead of Sweden. Paraguay, I didn't think they would even be here, and they're up against Germany, so yeah. South Africa, they're good. Don't have the quality of Canada, so and Canada are one of the hosts, you know. We have to go with that. Now this one is very tough. Like genuinely tough. If I go 2-2, what happens? I'd say after extra time, Netherlands advance. So AI had 3-2 to Morocco. I'm gonna go 3-2 to Netherlands. Portugal, Croatia. I think this will be 3-1. I don't. Again, this is a tough match to predict. I just think Portugal have more quality in the attack than Croatia. But then again, Croatia's midfield is Modric, Kovacic. Tough. I want to say it will be like 3-2, but Portugal have a better attack. It could go both ways. It could. So, yeah. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to. I'm not convinced by Spain. When the groups were announced, they were my favorites to win the World Cup. Absolute favorites. I've seen their performances. They missed too many chances. It's insane. Like Ferran Torres, just you could make the goal 10 meters tall and he would still miss it. You could even remove the goalkeeper, just make the goal 10 meters tall. He would miss it. I'm gonna predict this to be the upset. Even though I really want Spain against Portugal, because last time we had it, it ended 3-3, Cristiano hat-trick, then we had Diego Costa and Nacho scoring for Spain. That was such a good game. Oh my god. Like the 2018 World Cup group stage, oh, I loved every moment of that game. I'm not convinced by Spain. And I think Austria have something to prove. USA Bosnia. I'm gonna go 3-1. I think this is where the road ends for Bosnia. I don't think it'll be them getting destroyed. So I think 3-1 is a fair result. Then I'll go Belgium, Senegal. Yeah, I've done a lot of 3-1s, but it just feels fair to have it for these two games. It genuinely feels fair. Now this one, there will be goals. 2-1, the exact same as AI. I said it when the AI was doing its simulation. I think a very realistic result. I wouldn't be surprised if something like this happens, simply because of the form that Vinicius has been in. But the rest of the attack, I don't know. 2-1 is my prediction for that game. Ivory Coast against Norway, I'm gonna go for 1-2. Oh, now Norway have a better attack. Holland, it might be a bit too much. Again, another 3-1. Oh boy. Mexico, Ecuador. 2-0. This is what I think will happen. I don't think I need to speak much about Norway, Ivory Coast. I think... Yeah, I'm confident in this result. They have shown great quality so far. They lost to France, rotated the team. England, Congo, I'm sorry, this is where it ends. I'll give Congo 1 goal. Sorry. I think Kane scores, Bellingham scores again, Rashford probably. Yeah. Argentina, Cabo Verde. Now, AI predicted 4-3. Do I want to continue the fairy tale? Thing is, I really want to see Argentina, Colombia, and then the same thing we had in the AI, Argentina, Portugal in the final. That would be crazy. I can't. I really want to. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'll give them a goal. 3-1 again. You know what? Let's do it 3-2 just to change the result. The AI had it 4-3. I don't wanna. It's just 3-1 every game. I'll do it 3-2. Australia, Egypt. I think this will end 2-1 for the Aussies. I think it's a very close game, to be honest. I just like Australia. That's what I'm basing this on. I think this is a very 50-50 game. It could go both ways. Egypt could win 2-1 as well. So yeah. Switzerland. I think this will be a very exciting game. But Switzerland have too much quality. I think it's close. But still, the way I've seen Switzerland play in the group stages, they could even make it here. Semis. Wouldn't be surprised. Colombia, Ghana. Sorry. Really sorry. I don't think they score. So, these are my predictions for the round of 32. Germany, France, Canada, Netherlands, very 50-50 game. Portugal, Austria, this is my big upset. Yeah, I would class it as an upset. Absolutely. I mean, everyone would class it as an upset. But the thing is, For people who don't really watch the games and they're just like, oh, this is a big upset because Spain and this and that, but if you have watched the games, it's not as big of an upset. Like, it is still an upset, don't get me wrong, but it's not out of this world. Because if we just don't go based on the group stage results and just do this, then yes, it is an out of this world upset. I've seen Spain play. I've seen all three of their games. I wasn't convinced. In okay, against Saudi Arabia, fine, sure. Against Uruguay, no. Against Cabo Verde, no. Their attack is in shambles. Ferran Torres can't do anything. Lamine Yamal has looked awful against Uruguay. Nico Williams is coming on from the bench. That I don't get. I think he should start. Oyarzabal. I mean, okay, removing the Saudi Arabia game where everyone looked good in the first game, Oyarzabal was like what? He had like 3 touches or something like that, or no touches. I don't remember. It was some crazy stat, but yeah. Realistically, I had 2 upsets in plan, and I knew that I was gonna do. I had 3 actually. And I wanted to do at least one, so I had this. I had this Japan beating Brazil, and I had. Well, the thing is, the only reason I would have classed this as an upset is because of the story of Capo Verde, like the way that they've played so far is just 2 clean sheets, no wins, 3 draws. They've shown real spirit. But for me, the least likely to be an upset is this. Like, I really would love to see the fairy tale run continue, but I just can't see it because it's against Argentina. See, Japan is a really good team. Japan is much closer to Brazil, and Austria is much closer to Spain than Capo Verde is to Argentina. So to me, this is the least likely upset. So if I were to put Capo Verde to win, that would be the least likely upset. Then I would say this is the second least likely upset, but I explained my reasoning. I'm not convinced by Spain at all. I don't know. It could happen. Spain could just turn it around, you know. It can absolutely happen. They are the number one nation for me. Before heading to this World Cup, they are the number one nation in the world. As I said, they were my favorites, absolute favorites. I had them ahead of France. Probably everyone has France as their favorites to win the World Cup. I had Spain ahead of France, and France second, and Argentina third. I'm not convinced by Spain. Sorry, I'm gonna give it to the Austrians. Then Japan, really good quality. Really, really good quality. So I wouldn't be surprised if they knock Brazil out, but that's what I would have said before the World Cup. During the World Cup, Vinicius has looked insane. Brazil's midfield has been pretty good. Their defense, really solid. But then again, Japan have been pretty good. The only reason why I'm putting Brazil over Japan is because of the individual brilliance of Vinicius. That's genuinely the only reason, because he's 3 Man of the Match awards, 3 games, 3 Man of the Match awards. So the only player to do this since Cristiano Ronaldo in the 2010 World Cup. Only 2 players. I I I think Jude Bellingham might have done it as well. After this game was before Jude. I mean Brazil played before England. I don't remember who won the Man of the Match in the first game for England. I don't remember. I don't know. I can't remember if it was Jude or not. But I know he won it against Ghana and against Panama. I generally don't remember who won it against Croatia. But yeah, the only reason that I'm giving Brazil the edge is because of Vinicius. So yeah, basically I think this can go the other way. This, obviously this can go the other way. I don't need to talk about it. Belgium have been poor, but I haven't been convinced by Senegal either. So I want to say this can also go the other way, but Belgium have been still a bit better than Senegal. This can go the oops, that changed. Yeah, this can go the other way. What else? I want to say this, it can't. I will give this a 10% chance to Capo Verde. Simply because of the story. This is a very 50-50 game. I think this is more of a 60-40 game to Switzerland. It's just Switzerland have been amazing in the group stage. Yeah, and I don't think this goes the other way. So basically, this can be Spain winning, this can be Croatia winning, this can be Morocco winning. This can be Japan winning, and what was the other one that I said? Yeah, Egypt. This can be Egypt winning. These are my 5 games out of all of them that could go the other way. But I think this is how it will go. I don't think I would be fine if I got like more than... You know what? I'll be happy if I get 3 scores correct. I think I've got everything correct in terms of who advances. I have my questions about these 3 games, as I said. Spain, Austria, Brazil, Japan, and simply for the fairy tale run. I don't think it'll happen, though. I don't. But yeah, it would be very cool. So yeah, I think this is what we will get in the round of 16. Germany against France, Canada against Netherlands, Portugal, Austria, I'm sorry. Portugal, Austria, USA, Belgium, Brazil, Norway, Mexico, England, Argentina, Australia, a repeat of the previous World Cup, and Switzerland, Colombia. A very good match, as you know, especially Germany, France. Canada, Netherlands is going to be a good one, very underrated one. I think USA will destroy Belgium. Brazil, Norway will be closer than people think. I think if this happens, I think this is where I will put my upset. No, I'm not gonna put England to go through. That will not be an upset, guys. Come on. And yeah, this will be a very good one. Switzerland, Colombia. A very tough one to predict as well. Very, very tough one to predict. But yeah, I think this is, you can easily tell who wins here, and you can easily tell who wins here. So these, I think USA and Argentina are the clear favorites of those matches. This one is going to be tough. Same. I think Netherlands will win, but it will not be as clear cut as USA and Argentina. And yeah, the other ones are very tough to. Same, just like this one. I think France beat Germany, but it will not be as clear cut as the other two. So yeah. If I were to do just a quarterfinals prediction, just a fast one, I would say France, Netherlands, Portugal, USA, Brazil, Mexico, Argentina, and Switzerland. No, Colombia. Let's give it to Colombia. I like, to be honest, I like both nations, so it's a bit hard for me to choose, but it's James Rodriguez. I like James Rodriguez. Yeah, screw it. So yeah, it would be Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, Brazil, France. Who did I? France, Netherlands, and Portugal, USA. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you very much for watching. What do you think will happen? What do you think about the AI prediction? That was very fun. This was pretty fun, you know. I loved it. This result was a bit crazy. But still. See, even AI thinks Austria could do it. It went to penalties. Just saying. Yeah. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It is absolutely free. I will try to drop out more content throughout the World Cup. I will do this again, by the way, with the AI for the next stage because it was very fun. I enjoyed it. But so far, AI things, the final will be Portugal, Argentina, and Argentina going back to back. Lionel Messi getting 2 World Cups. Fair enough. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. These are my predictions. See you on the next one.